everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading, for the 19th of November. Of course my cat arrives right on cue, ready to knock the table over and play shenanigans as they always do. If you are new here, please subscribe, hit those like buttons guys. Please feel welcome to comment down below. We have built quite a little community here, and we share our stories and let people know what's going on in our countries. There's a lot of you from overseas and Australia. I've got a lot in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, Sweden. I've got people from everywhere, so feel welcome to comment down below. So I'll close my eyes, we'll get started and we'll see what comes up today. Oh, they're showing me 10 Downing Street. We've been getting a lot of England lately. I am getting 10 Downing Street. They're showing me the black door with the number 10. And they're showing me that the door's opening. So it feels to me like the door is opening now in England. And we know it is because we know Sushi's been over there mixing with the leaders and the, the hierarchy of the reset agenda. So Sushi's right up there now. I said he was going to come back and start to really get things moving, and he is. So I'm getting that opening of 10 Downing Street. There's big changes coming for you guys over there. And like I keep saying to you, it's not all negative. So don't see it as just, oh, our life's over now, Sushi's back. He's very clever and very intelligent, and that's what I keep telling you. Oh, pets, they're very high maintenance pets. That's what I keep telling you. He's a very intelligent man. He's got some actually good ideas. So it's not all doom and gloom, and I don't think he's a bit different to Boris. I don't think he's kind of going to go and have parties, and he actually does try to consider the little people. I know that's hard to believe with the global reset leader, but he does try to incorporate the people in the decision-making process. We know it's an illusion, but look, at the end of the day, at least he is trying to make people feel involved and feel better over there. Because losing the Queen was a huge deal for you guys. Like, I understand that, and he's aware of that as well. So I'm getting 10 Downing Street. The door is opening now for change. That's the door will be opening for change. And like I said, sometimes it's not all negative. It can be positive as well. Let's see where else we go today. Yeah, it's just saying that Sushi's mapping out his plan. He's got a plan. He's got a plan on how to move forward. You know, we know they've all been getting together in Bali and all these summit meetings and things they've been doing, and they're finally kind of getting their plans together. So they're all getting their plans together. So that's why I'm getting 10 Downing Street. The door is opening. Let's see where else we go. Getting Germany again. I keep getting Germany. I think I talked about Germany's put themselves in this like circle of strength, the people, but now it's like they've closed off to the rest of the world. It's just showing me Germany as this like little separate entity that's closed itself off to the rest of the world. It's almost like people can't penetrate the cabinets. I mean, it's like people can't penetrate into Germany at the moment. There's a big blockage in Germany, and I would say that's the people standing up and fighting back. But I do feel there's this blockage in Germany. That's what I'm getting. I'm just getting that they're now sort of, it's saying acting in isolation. Oh, my cat just scratched me. Oh, sorry, God. Bloody animals. I never work with kids and animals, isn't it? There's this isolation now that they've closed themselves off sort of to the rest of the world, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? But maybe that's their way of sort of standing up and fighting back, is to just stay in their region, and it keeps them stronger. They're only having a smaller battle then. That could be why that's happening in Germany. They're closing off to the rest of the, I'd call it calamity, but they've sort of isolated themselves. Let's see what else we get. God, I'm getting Australia. Had a bit of Australia. Australia's turning their back on government. I feel like a lot of people are turning their back on government. They're turning their back on Elbow, no surprises there. He's been jet-setting all around the world, mixing with all the leaders, the global leaders, as we know. And he's sort of turned his back on his country. He's never in Australia. I keep saying that to you guys. He's always jet-setting, just as your leaders are as well. Trudeau, Jacinda, all the above, Macron, all of them. Sushi, not to forget, and the rest of them. But he's just not here for the people. So he's too busy building his world stage, kind of connecting with the world stage. And meanwhile, like I said, that little town of Ugara, my husband's old hometown, is completely wiped out. They had no help for like 4 days. The Premier, Dominic Perrottet, actually went out there the other day and was getting abused by people because they had no food, they had no water, they had no clothing. It was that bad. It was like a war zone out there. Houses were picked up and taken down the street. So there was like nothing left. They had no water, no electricity, no infrastructure at all, no phone services, and they didn't get help. The army, the ADF, didn't come for like 4 days, and it was the people in the next town of Parks that brought their trucks and things in and started helping these people. So, you know, people are seeing this. This is just another situation. You guys will be experiencing it as well, where Elbow is overseas, too busy shaking hands with China than caring about the people in his own country. So that's what people are seeing, and these are kind of the things that trigger people into waking up. So that's where we are in Australia. We've got people turning their back on government, and there's a lot of senators here calling out a lot of the injustice in the actual parliament here. They're actually starting to call out how the banks are making big money and big profits. All this kind of thing is getting called out, and people are seeing that. It's not just us seeing it. Like I said, here in my hometown, all the banks are closing, so we know this is all being centralised. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work some of this out, do you? So people in Australia are starting to turn their back on government again. I think they turned their back on ScoMo before, but that's what I'm getting for Australia. People aren't wanting this. And of course, like most of you in Canada are getting as well, they're trying to push the wear your masks again, but I'm not really seeing anyone wearing their masks again. There's a few people, but they're usually in that older age bracket over here, just to let you guys know what's sort of happening with that. So yes, it's still push, push, push. So if you're not going to wear your mask, you better get your top up of the pickies, of course. It just never ends, does it? Drives us crazy. But the crazy thing is they're all getting it. Everyone's getting CV again here. Everyone. Every second person that you talk to. And I'm sure it's happening where you guys are, because a lot of you overseas are in winter. So it's just running amok again, just to keep the old, jab wheel going. They've still got money to be made out of all of this. I noticed the MPOX and all that sort of disappeared now because they realised that didn't really work. So, let's go back again and just push what did work. See, they do their research. They're not stupid. They realise when something's not working, and they go back and then they reassess, and then they group together again, these leaders and control freaks, I'd call them. So that's what they do. They go and then they push, push, push again. So anyway, that's good. Australia's turning their back on government. Oh, a lot of Australians, not all, but a lot. That's good. That means the sleepwalkers are seeing things. Let's see what else we get. Gosh, I'm getting China. I'm getting that China's becoming very divided. China's becoming very divided within its own country. It's getting a lot of divisions. See, we know how hard it is in China for people to fight back. It's not easy. And so it's creating division. There's a lot of division in China. They're becoming very layered. And it's saying that, it's saying to me the pyramid scheme, we've got the leaders at the top, which we know China always wants to be anyway, but there's the leaders, and then there's the breakdown of society beneath them in the layers. But now it's breaking down even more, and I think if what the guides are kind of saying to me, it's around a lot of these. We talk on here about a lot of the new vocabulary rather, that has come out since the CV virus, a lot around the woke and all this sort of, LGBTQs and all this new lingo, unprecedented. There's so many words we could all come up with. Let me know some of them down below if you got any that you guys have been noticing, because it's interesting for all of us to compare coming from different countries. But this is what I'm feeling is happening in China. There's big divisions of society. You got the people who are awake. It's probably pretty small over there because they're very squashed in China. And then you've got the LGBTQs over here, and then you've got the woke mentality. Like, it's all just this, the world's going crazy. But I am getting a lot of division in China. Very hard to fight back in China, as we all know here. It's almost impossible, actually. But I am still getting those very strong divisions in China. He's a very ruthless, is it Xi Jinping? Did you see the interaction with him and Trudeau? So funny, calling out Trudeau for letting out the information, the private meeting that they had. So that sort of says to you that there's a lot of things hidden, like with China. That's a classic example of he doesn't want anything coming out, you know. He likes everything to be private, and it's that real dictatorship. But as we know, didn't Trudeau say he loves the way China's such a dictatorship? God, imagine that. Imagine just becoming communism, like communist country. No thanks. So that's what I'm getting for China. They're very, very divided now. Very layered systems. It's not good. It's just still that separate and divide all the time. Makes me so mad. I know you guys have experienced it too. We had just the 2 separations, but then, like I've been saying to you for a long time, but then they're breaking down the smaller divisions like the LGBTQs, and then if you're just they're still dividing. I said they're dividing a lot of the Indigenous here as well. They're really pushing the Indigenous separation again. So it's like there's so many ads on TV. It's causing the white people here to kind of get annoyed by it. It's very strange, but I'm sure it's happening where you guys are too. They're causing that division again. I mean, everybody had kind of moved on from all that sort of, well, we know racism still goes on, but they're making that really strong push again to divide and separate with cultures, with races. You know, they focus a lot on the Islamic population here and things like that. Now they're focusing on the ISIS brides that have been brought here. Oh my God, with their children. All these kind of crazy things that you go, well, there's all this focus of pushing people apart again. It's becoming really obvious to us, the BS detectors. We see through it all, don't we? So there's a lot of division, and there's definitely a lot of division in China, which is surprising because you think of them as just all one big unit, don't you, marching along. But it's not like that, apparently. Apparently they're quite divided over there. They just don't have a voice, do they? I'll see where else we go today. Now, the guys are saying this is for us. We've got to really focus on our skills and talents now. We've got to really bring forward our skills and our talents. So whatever you're good at, whether you're got a cat attacking you, she's trying to play with my little tassels. Look, I've got tassels, so she's playing with them. Oh, God. Wrong shirt to be around a cat in. Yeah, we've got to bring our talents forward, where that means like the growing of the vegetables and sharing things with other people, giving away a bunch of potatoes, you know. I pick flowers from my garden and give them to people sometimes because, you know, it's that little tiny bits and droplets of kindness. So this is the examples. You guys might do other things, but you've kind of got to really focus now on your talents and your skills moving forward, because this is how we're going to navigate our new lives. Because we've all shifted. We've all shifted, and we've completely changed our lives, and we're going in a whole different direction. So now that's why we've got to focus on our happiness, our well-being, the things that make us feel good. God, some of you out there do so many different things, cooking, all sorts of things. We've got back to our real sort of, I guess you could say, core hobbies and interests. Because this is how we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep growing, expanding, making our life better, feeling stronger, happier and whole. They're the things that do it. So I'm definitely getting that we have to keep focusing on those things that make us feel joy, that spark joy. Like Maria Kondo, the declutter lady, says, things that spark joy in you is what we've got to focus on. Hang on, let me see where else we go today. Yeah, the guides are just saying, like, Christmas is going to be getting overridden by drama. We know that it is. It could be CV drama. We know that's coming, pickies, and all the mask wearing. But there's also the airlines. We're going to have more strikes. There's more strikes going on here in Australia too. Just to let you guys know, in all areas, nurses particularly want to get back to their jobs, the ones that are unjabbed, because we've still got mandates in a lot of the health industries. I know some of you areas have dropped them, but there's still a lot of them here. Absolutely ridiculous. It's been proven that the jab never stopped transmission, so it doesn't even make sense anymore. So I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of airline, airline strikes, cancellation of flights again. It's just going to go on and on and on. Oh, and now, yes, did you see the latest? I think it was on most of the cruise liners. Poor cruise liners, they've really copped it hard, haven't they? They're all having to wear masks on some of the Australian ones. Anyway, now they've got to wear a mask if they want to go on a cruise liner. That sounds relaxing, doesn't it? Wearing a mask your whole holidays. Look, see the sabotage. They don't want you to go on holidays. We talk about it here on my channel all the time. They're trying to turn people off and keep you at home, which we've been doing for ages anyway. Hardly any of us travel. I'm sure a lot of you out there haven't planned too big a Christmas holiday. We'd be happy to just get together with friends and family and sit around a table and just enjoy some nice food and some simple things, wouldn't we? That's sort of where our life has taken us now, to just enjoying simple things. It's just getting tiresome. It's getting tiresome for everybody, but mostly the sleepwalkers, because it's really affecting them now. It is. Let's see what else we get today. Oh, it's saying these sleepwalkers, though, it's saying people are moving gingerly towards the truth. So they know. They're starting to realise this is all becoming true. All the conspiracies are coming to fruition. I keep saying it. They're coming true. It's just unfolding in their lap. The information is starting to pour to them. And it's saying that their frequency's still a little bit off. This is the sleepwalkers and the people waking up. Their frequency's a little bit off. They're still trying to tune in. It's like the radio dial. You know, you're still trying to tune in or get your TV channel right. It's still a bit cloudy. Their judgment's still a bit cloudy. It's not clear. It's a bit crackly. They still haven't got that good clarity. So we're still getting a lot of them that are kind of tuning up to the information that is now starting to be fed to them. I talked yesterday about the guides. Ooh, big noisy truck. The guides that were starting to take them up in the lift to get the information to them now and raise them up to the mountain, because a lot of them were struggling to climb the mountain by themselves. A lot don't have those skills to work out how to piece things together. It's like doing a puzzle. It's like doing a great big puzzle. Some people are good at doing them, and some people don't have that sort of brain wiring where they can work out that you do the border first, and then you pick specific colours, and then you put these pieces here, and you group your puzzle type pieces together. Some people can't work that out, so that's why they're getting the support, and they're getting more of that guidance now to get the information to them, so they start to see. It's happening. It's happening. They're starting to realise that they're being taken down to nothing, basically, but they're starting to realise that they have been lied to. And the media still continues to lie. It's unbelievable. How do they get away with it? And it's so frustrating, because you feel like, well, you know, how are these people going to find the information when none of it's on mainstream media? We know none of the strikes and protests are pretty much on there, unless they're to do with climate change. The set-up protests that we all talk about that seem a bit obvious, that they've, you know, put people on the middle of a main road or throwing paint on paintings, like, but they get on the news, don't they? Conveniently. Sorry, guys. So that's what I'm getting. I'm definitely getting that they're starting to feel that they have been lied to. It's a good thing. But they're still tuning in. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever, isn't it? Let's see if there's something else to close with today. God, they're showing me the sleepwalkers putting on this big, like, fire hazard suit. It's like they're putting on this big fire hazard suit and a big helmet with the glass square bit at the front. And it's a big fire protection suit. And it's showing me that they're trying to protect themselves. Oh, God. From what's coming at them. And I would say this is the denial bubble as well. But they want to shut out the information. They don't want to know about the truth. They don't want to be taken down to nothing. They don't want any more renewable stuff and stuff that's coming at them, you know, like arrows being thrown at them. So it's like they've put this big suit of protection on. So be very careful around anyone that's waking up, guys. That's what I'm getting. They're really protecting themselves now. They're trying to do everything they can to block everything out. So they figure if they put this like fire hazard suit, this isn't literally, this is just to shut everything out, because everything's coming at them. They feel like they'll stay protected, but it's not going to work. It's just temporary. If you think of a fire suit, it's just temporary. You have to take it off at some time, at some stage, don't you? You can't live your life in a protective bubble. So that's what I'm getting for these people. They're really gone into that protective mode, and they're trying to really protect themselves from the truth, from being taken down to nothing, from more lies, from everything. We know it's from everything. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. They're still got a bit of denial bubble still going on. We could call it the denial bubble suit, maybe, for these people, because they don't want the truth to be real. But unfortunately, it is real. Their government and their media and their doctors and everyone's been lying to them for like nearly 3 years. And that's got to be embarrassing too, when you know you've been lied to. Like, how do you accept that? Like, we understand that would be terrible. You would feel you would feel silly. Like, you've been putting God knows what into your body. You've been putting it into your kids. You've been listening to everything you're being told. You've stayed away from your family. You've ostracized people. You wouldn't feel good about all of that, put it that way. So we've got the denial bubble suits are still on for a lot of them. They've just got to get that clarity, that's all. I'll see if there's something else to close with today. Oh, I think it's a Spice Girls song, is it? One of them sings it anyway. It's called Stop Right Now, Thank You Very Much. I need someone with a human touch. Right now. What's that song? Oh my God, we get the funniest music on here, guys, don't we? But I am getting this Spice Girls song. Is it Stop Right Now? Where it's like showing, it's showing like all of us. This is all you guys watching my channel. It's like all of us standing there dancing, doing all the moves like the Spice Girls or Spice Guys, if you're a guy out there. Martin, I know you are. John, Tim. Stop Right Now. I don't know what the song's called though. Is it Stop? Stop right now. Thank you very much. Something about human touch, which we could use some human touch since people haven't had it for like 3 years. Not normal. Humans need human touch. It's part of being human, isn't it? That we have a hug with someone at Christmas or their birthdays. Gosh, people were paranoid and they'd jump away from you if you went to give them a hug. Happened to me heaps of times. I haven't seen someone for ages, and you know what we're like, us BS detectors. We're not really following the narrative. People go, oh, don't hug me, I don't want to get sick. Like my mother, who still won't let me in her house. So I am getting that. I'm going to leave you with that today. Let's go check out that song and see what the words are. The Spice Girls. Stop right now. I can just see us all dancing. Hey, Louise and Danielle, and Catherine, Shirley, Lisa, Leanne, everybody out there. Oh, I love all you guys. You're just fantastic. And all you guys as well that just keep commenting on my channel. We do have some laughs here. So let's go and watch the Spice Girls song. Stop. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll keep smiling. You know, keep being positive and moving in our directions of our passions and the things that we love. And I will leave you with that. And I'll come on and do another video tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go and enjoy spring. I'm mowing again today, of course. Oh, God, it never ends. And now the mozzies are like this big because of all the rain. Anyway, the flowers are blooming and that's the main thing. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye from Australia. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like buttons, guys. Bye.